Hello everyone, today we're going to paint in gouache. I'm going to show you the process for the one to the left, and then if you like it, you can turn it into other shapes like the one to the right. So let's look into the materials we are going to be using. I will be making this painting in this jelly gouache set from HIMI brand. I need to mention this is not a sponsored video. I will just show you my process of using this material for making this painting. And then you can see how it performs as well. To start with, we want to spray with water and let it sit for a couple of minutes to get a nice creamy consistency. And in my opinion, that is the trickiest part with gouache paint, to get right consistency, not adding too much water or too little. I forgot to mention that gouache is also called opaque watercolors. Here I have some from Winsor & Newton, a bit higher quality that I have been using before. But I must say HIMI Gouache is actually pretty affordable and you get a good amount of paint for the money that you pay. And it's fun to work with. And for brushes, I'm using these hobby or craft brushes from a local Swedish brand. I use these for acrylic paints as well. These are not as soft as watercolor brushes, so you can feel it the difference when you are in your art supply store, and if you ask, they will probably help you. So here I'm going to compare it with this watercolor brush, which is much softer, and the one that I'm going to be using for this painting. I start by putting down some dark green, and for this one I have mixed the darkest green I have on my palette with the darkest blue. The more of this blue you add, the darker it will get. Tricky thing about gouache is that darker colors dry lighter and lighter ones dry darker, and that's something that you have to experiment with, spend some time, paint with it, give it time so that you get used to it. So now I want to create a sense of depth, and for that I want to add darker paint in the middle and lighter around the edges. And so make sure to let your first layer dry, otherwise you will over blend your paint and won't get the effect that you want. That is also very important, to work layer on layer, let it dry, and then add on top of that. As usual, using my hairdryer to speed up the drying process for each layer. And now that the base layer has dried, I start to add more defined shapes of leaves. And again, I'm adding lighter leaves, lighter greens on the edges, and then leave the middle to be the way it is. We don't want to overwork it. Just add a couple of leaves here and there to get the natural flow of shapes. And some darker leaves overlapping, so that you can then get a nice blend of light and dark. But we want the light green to be prominent on the edges. So after this layer has completely dried, we will start adding our flowers, and you might notice that the color vibrancy and contrast isn't as sharp as when the paint was wet, and this is what I mean, that with gouache the color changes a bit when it has dried. For the petals, I'm going to blend some white with a bit of blue, because we are going to use the whites as highlight at the end of the painting, and I want to create this sense of depth and overlapping. So here at this point I'm experimenting a bit. The first paint that I put down is too bright, too much white in it. I add a bit more blue and experiment a bit to get the right color. We continue adding petals, and at this point we don't worry about the overlapping effect. It's just a base layer for the flowers, and later on we'll decide on that and highlights. And you might see that the paint is a bit translucent, and that you can control also with water, but because we have the dark background, the background color will show through a bit, and I think that actually creates a nice effect. The colors become more natural this way. However, if your brush or paint is loaded with too much water, you might end up reactivating the background layer that has dried. And that is the difference between gouache and acrylics. Acrylics, when it dries, you cannot reactivate it anymore. You just paint on top of it and it will cover completely. But with gouache, you can reactivate the paint with the water or wet gouache. And now, as you can see, I have started adding highlights with some white and lighter blues. When the first layer of flowers, the blue one, has dried completely, we start adding highlights. And I don't cover the whole petals with highlighted colors. I want a bit of the blue to show through as well. And at this point, I decide which flowers are going to pop more and be closer to us, be on top of the other ones, and those ones will get more white, lighter colors. And as you can see, I even darken some at this point to let uh, the whiter flowers to pop out a bit more. So you have to play with light and shadows to get this sense of depth and balance. I like to add some small details like this, just some dots here and there. Um, Maybe there are some smaller flowers, the tiny ones in between, and I think these small details lift up the painting even more and make it look more natural. And as the final detail, when everything has dried completely, I will use my Molotov acrylic marker to add some small details, fun details like outlines around my flowers, because I don't want to have a overly natural or realistic look in my paintings. I want it to look a bit loose and painterly and like to add these small details, but this is totally optional depending on the style you are looking for. So today's painting is finished. If you want to turn it into a shape like the one I have here, it's a half moon or a letter C. You could just put down the first layer, which is a dark green, in the shape that you wish, and then just continue with the same steps that I have shown you today and make your own version of this painting. So I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please support me by pressing the like button or subscribe to see more content like this. I must mention that you can also paint this in acrylics and achieve a similar looking effect. So have fun painting and thank you for watching.